So once again, good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good
Okay,
afternoon, ma'am.
yes, good afternoon, everyone. So today, now, we will be discussing about the human reproductive system. All right, human reproductive system. So from the name itself, human reproductive system, what comes to your mind if I say reproductive system? Yes.
Production of babies, ma'am.
Production of babies. That thing comes to your mind.
Production of offspring, ma'am.
Production of offspring.
System in our human body.
Pardon?
System in our human body.
System in our human body. What?
Yes, ma'am.
System in our human body means what? Digestive system also is the system of the human body. It's not that even urinary system is also system in the human body. It's not it.
Yes, ma'am.
So what system? What is the system that will occur here in the human reproductive system? I meant to say that. I meant to say that. Okay. So in the human reproductive system, I'm just showing you the overview. I mean the highlight. Okay, it occurs in both. That is the male and the female. Understand, male and the female. So this is just the highlight. In the female, this is the organ, and in the male, this is the organ. Okay, so it is like that. So this is the human reproductive system. So human reproductive system, what is it actually? It is an organ. Okay, it is an organ system by which humans reproduce and bear live offspring. Means what happens? The humans itself, they will produce. They will produce what? They will make offspring. I mean, they will reproduce what? Fetus. It's not it. I mean, the babies, and later it will bear into live offspring. Live offspring means it will live. I mean, if you understand, it will live. It won't be like just like that. It will live. Live offspring. It means that. Offspring means, how to explain? Offspring means, did you understand offspring? Offspring means what to say? From one generation to the other, like babies. You can say like that. Did you understand this portion? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the reproductive system, it is also known as what? Genital system. Understand? Genital, genital system. And it is the biological system. And what happens here? And the anatomical organs. The anatomical organs are also involved in it. That is the sexual reproduction. We will discuss one by one in the next slide. Okay, so the human reproductive system, that is the reproductive system, is also known as the genital system. Understand, the genital system, and anatomically it has got some various structures, that is both in male and the female, that is in both gender, both sex. So it occurs in both, and the anatomical organs are involved in what? In the sexual reproduction. Did you understand till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
So
can
what?
you repeat first one?
First one. Okay, this one.
First one.
First one means
My network is a problem. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This one.
Yes, ma'am. Human reproductive.
Okay. So human reproductive organs. Human reproductive organs. It is what? It is an organ system. Understand? It is an organ system, and what happens here? The humans, that is we, us, we produce another same what to say? Living beings like us. Understand? They bear life offspring. They bear life offspring means what? They they produce the life offspring, means which is living, living means जो सांस लेता है that one is known as they bear life offspring. It means that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what happens, that is in the reproductive system, that is in the human reproductive system, what happens? The new life begins. New life begins means what? Like, I mean, from the babies, of course, like from the babies, the new life will begin. Okay, that is when the egg, that is from the woman, from the woman, or else you can say from the female. What happens? The egg is being fertilized. Understand? Like we will discuss how it is fertilized, how menstrual cycle occurs. All this we will discuss in the next class. I mean, not next class, sorry, next slide. Like one by one, we will come in details. Okay, what happens when the egg and the sperm, they get fertilized? Okay, at that time, the new life begins. Did you understand? The egg, one matured egg and one, matured sperm, when they meet each other, when they come in contact with each other, what happens? Fertilization occurs. सबको समझ में आया? पहला point.
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा. Okay, the next is egg. EGGS, eggs, also known as ova, OVA, ova. And these ova are made by what? Means where can we find? We can find in the ovaries. Understand? We can find in the ovaries, and the sperm we find in the testicles. Understand? And the ovaries and the testicles, they are known as gonads. GONADS, gonads. They make what? These two, that is the ovaries and the testicles, they make what? They make some sex hormones. ठीक है? समझ में आया यहाँ तक? They make some sex hormones.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand this this part, this point, this slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Achha.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will first let us discuss about the female reproductive system. So in the female reproductive system, you have got some organs. Understand? So what are those organs? First is the vagina. This. Okay. Next is womb, also known as uterus. Next is fallopian tubes. Fallopian tubes and ovaries. We will discuss. So I'm just showing you like the name of this. So are you clear? First is vagina. The next is womb, or else you can say uterus. Next is the fallopian tube, or else fallopian tube. And the next is ovaries. Is it clear? Still clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So as I have said, the first one is the vagina. So let us see the first one. Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the vagina. So it is what? It is a muscular canal. Muscular canal means what? Like they are made up of muscles and they are canal. Canal means there is a hole or a pathway through which something can pass. It means that, okay, canal. This is the canal. And yeah, this is the muscular canal. Means they are made up of muscles and they are canal. Means it can pass passage. And the vagina, it is the what? Muscular canal lined with nerves. Means what happens here? We can also see nerves here. Okay, means we can also see nerves here, and as well as we can see mucous membranes. Mucous membranes means what? Like mucus. Mucus is a slippery, slimy. I've always said in the last previous classes. So here nerves is also there, and as well as there is some mucous membranes also. Okay, like it's very slimy, slippery, and what happens here means, so what can you see again in this vagina? It connects the uterus and the cervix. This is the uterus. This is the cervix. So the vagina, it connects these two structures. That is the uterus and the cervix. Is it clear about this? That is the vagina. I'll repeat again. This vagina, it is the part of the female reproductive system. And this vagina, it is a muscular canal, means it is made up of muscles, and here is a canal, means through which something can pass. Canal, it means that. And they are around 7.5 centimeter long. I mean the length. It is approx. Okay, it is approx. It doesn't mean that all the female will have a 7.5 centimeter long this one. Not like that. Means it is approx. It is 7.5 centimeter long. Did you get it? And in here, that is in the vagina, what will you find? You will find that they are a muscular canal. They are lined. You can see from the picture itself, like line. Here. So here in all these areas, or else in all these places, you will find nerves, N-E-R-V-E-S, nerves. And you can also see the mucous you will also find some mucous membranes, means they are slippery, slimy. You will find all those things also. And this vagina, it connects the uterus, which is this and this. This is the uterus and the cervix. Is it clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next is uterus. This is the uterus. Uterus is also known as womb. W-O-M-B. Womb. Okay. So this uterus, it is also a muscular organ. Okay, it means they are made up of muscles, and they are shaped like an upside down pear. You know not pear? Do you know or not pear? P-E-A-R, pear.
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
It's a fruit, ma'am.
Not. I mean to say in Hindi.
I forgot, ma'am.
Okay.
Naspati, ma'am.
Yeah, Nashpati. Yeah. So it looks like that. Means it will be ulta, like in what to say, upside down, na ulta hoga. Just say for example, this is. So say for example, this is the here, and it will be like this, upside down. Upside down means ulta hoga. Okay, so the shape is the, like what to say, upside down of a pear. Okay, समझ में आया? It will be like a pear, P-E-A-R, pear. So in this uterus, what will you find? You will find that there is a lining called endometrium. Here means there is a lining in this uterus or else womb. So here it is known as endometrium. Okay, समझ में आया till here? I'll repeat again. The uterus is also known as womb, W-O-M-B, womb, and they are made up of what? They are made up of some muscular organ muscles. So any shape, the shape is like what? The shape is like upside down, like ulta side hoga. Okay, Nashpati, that pear, it will, the shape, it will look like that. And in this uterus, what will you find? You will find that there is a lining. Here, there is a lining, it's not it? So this lining is called what? Is called endometrium. ठीक है, समझ में आया सबको? Did you understand till here?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I going too fast, or else can you catch me?
It's good, ma'am.
अच्छा. So next is fallopian tube. This one. Can you see this fallopian tube? Huh? I'm moving the arrow.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean the mouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So fallopian tube will be in both sides. It doesn't mean that only in this place. Understand? Both sides. 1, 2. Both sides. Okay. So fallopian tube will be. It is in the both sides. Fallopian tube. It is also known as uterine tube. U-T-E-R-I-N-E. Uterine tube. Okay. So this tube, what happens? They extend from the womb. Means this is the womb. It's not that they extend from the womb means like this. Like this. They extend means what? From the uterus, like it will come. They will extend. Extend means what? They will come like this. It means to say that. Extend, you don't know the meaning of extend means it will increase. समझ में आया? Like the uterus, na, from the picture itself, you can just see it. From the picture itself, you can see that the uterus is like this, and in the another side also like this, coming out. So it means that the tube, it is just like a tube. They will extend in both sides. It is the right and the left. If you understand till here, सबको समझ
Yes,
में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
And what happens here? They both open near an ovary. Means this is the ovary. Can you see this? Both this. Huh?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, so this fallopian tube, they extend on both sides and they are attached. I mean, on each side of the fallopian tube, both sides. Okay, and what happens here? This tube, that is the fallopian tube, they carry the egg. They carry the egg from where? From the ovary to the where? To the womb, which is this womb. Womb is here, no? Uterus. This one. I mean, all the eggs, no? The egg means from the ovary, they will go and they will go like this. They will go like this from both sides. They will go like this, and they will go here towards this. That is the uterus, or else the womb. Did you get? सबको समझ में आया यहाँ तक?
Yes, ma'am.
Or else you can say that the fallopian tube, they are like the connection in between the ovary and the uterus, or else the connection in between the ovary and the womb. Yeah, it means like that. Okay. Shall we move to the next? Next is ovaries.
Ma'am.
Okay. So this is ovaries. All right. So this is the ovaries. So the ovaries, they look like what? They look like small almond shape. You know, almond. Almond, what do we say? Badam or what? You know, almonds, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
So they look like that, almond shape, and they are a gland. Okay, I said glands, they make hormones. In the endocrine gland, you will study like that. You will come to know about the glands more clearly. But in general, I'm just saying the glands, they make hormones. Okay, and in these hormones, that is the ovary wala, they make what kind of hormones? Sex hormones. Did you get it? So they make like this kind of hormones. Okay. So in the ovaries, what will you find? You will find that the shape is like almond shape, and they are made up of gland which contains ova, ova, and this sex hormones. I've already said that the glands, they make hormones. So these glands, they make sex hormones. So the sex hormones are made by who? Are made by the ovaries. This one, ovaries. Okay. These two combining, if we will combine two ovaries, then obviously it will be ovaries, not it? Since it is plural now, so ovaries, so they make them. In general, you just know that the ovaries, they make eggs, or else ova. That is the sex hormones. Is it clear till here? Shall we move to the next?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle. This is just a. Have you ever heard menstrual cycle, or else this is the first time that you are hearing?
No, ma'am.
Never heard. Never
Heard,
heard. Huh?
Yes, I've heard, ma'am.
You heard, no? Okay. Obviously, you heard men's periods and all. Obviously, you will. It's natural. It's not it. Obviously, you heard it. Okay. So menstrual cycle. So we will. There are different phases. That is menstrual phase, follicular phase, ovulation phase, luteal phase. So all these phases we will see. We will discuss one by one. So what happens in the menstrual cycle? In the menstrual cycle, you will find that the woman or else the female, they have every month. They used to have every month this period or else men's. Understand? And it occurs when? It occurs in between puberty and menopause. Puberty. Puberty means what? When the girl hits a teenager time. It's not it like teenagers. Some people they get early like 12 like that. At a certain age like 12. Some people they get at 11. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14 like that. So it means that puberty. When they hit the teenager, voila, that one, na? So it means that puberty. And menopause. Menopause means like when the woman or else when the female, they stop having period or else mens. That one is known as menopause. समझ में आया? I'll ask again. What does menopause mean? I'll ask. When a woman or a female, they stop getting period. Okay, जब उन लोग का periods और नहीं होता है, उसको बोलते हैं menopause. ठीक है? 50 and all, they stop having at a certain age, like 50 years now, all this they stop having. Okay. Okay, so what happens in the menstrual cycle? Means menstrual cycle, what does it mean? Like when a woman or else when a female body, they goes a number of changes to get ready for possible pregnancy. Means what? If a woman or a female gets this period, it means that the woman or the female is getting ready to be pregnant. It means that like the woman is what to say is able to like produce baby. That okay, like they how to say, they are ready to get pregnant. They are ready to reproduce a baby. It means that if they have this, if they start having this menstrual cycle, na? And what happens here? Some hormonal drive used to be there, which is known as menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle, some hormones will be driven. I mean, it will be very much active, and which is known as the menstrual cycle. And in the menstrual cycle, what happens? The egg is developed. The egg is developed means the egg will be produced and they will release from the ovaries. I've already said in the previous slide, they will release. I mean the from the ovaries, from the ovary, no, both sides, the fallopian tube. So it will go towards the fallopian tube. So it will be like this. सबको समझ में आया? Till
Yes,
here?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there are 4 phases. You will get 4 phases in this menstrual cycle. So first is what? Menstrual phase. Menstrual phase. The second phase is follicular phase. Then the third phase is ovulation phase. And the fourth phase is luteal phase. We will discuss one by one all these phases. Menstrual phase, follicular phase, ovulation phase, and the last is the luteal phase. We will discuss one by one. So first let us discuss about the menstrual phase. The menstrual phase, usually the woman gets for about like day 1 to 5. But some women or some, it is not like for same for all. Some women, some female, they get for about 1 to 7 days. 1 to 7 days. Some gets like 1 to 10 days. It depends. It depends upon the individual also, like how many days do they get. But approx, like they get from 1 to 5 days. Okay. Okay. So this is the menstrual phase. I mean, first phase, the menstrual cycle. It is what? The menstrual phase means what? When a woman or a girl, they start having period. When the woman or a girl starts having period. समझ में आया? Did you understand? In this phase, in this menstrual phase, what happens? this menstrual phase, it starts when an egg from the previous cycle isn't fertilized. Means the cycle keeps on circulating. Understand? The menstrual cycle keeps on circulating. And in this menstrual cycle, the first phase, that is the menstrual phase, what happens? Why it usually happens? Because the woman is not pregnant. Understand? Maybe the woman is not having some sexual intercourse with the different gender. Different gender. So that's why maybe the woman is not pregnant for that. I mean, no sexual intercourse, na? So that's why what happens? The woman again in the next month, she will get this period again, which is known as the menstrual phase. Understand? So this menstrual phase, why it usually happens? Because the woman or a female is not having any sexual intercourse. So that's why the woman will have this again. ठीक है? समझ में आया? Do you understand what I meant to say? Or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Only one student said yes. What about the rest?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Smita, what did you understand? Tell me. Smita, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you understand? Why a woman will get this menstrual phase again? Why? What is the reason?
Ma'am,
What can be the reason?
ma'am, first it's a puberty, ma'am.
No. Means ये फिर से क्यों होता है? मतलब menstrual phase जो है ना, why it happens again? There must be some reason, na? Why? Just now I have mentioned. Celine, can you tell me the answer?
Ma'am, because the
Yes, ma'am.
when it,
Ma'am, because the woman,
Yes. The woman what?
did not do any sexual intercourse.
Okay. Yes, it's like that. Okay, means if the woman or a female is not having any sexual intercourse, they are prone to have again. Not it? Like if the woman had some physical, intercourse with different sex, no, with different gender, then so like it's what to say, they won't have because their men stops. Not it. It's actually it's in gynae and all. For you all, it's not important, but they say it as what was the term? I forgot. But it's like when the menstrual ends. They used to ask like that. The gynecologists and all they used to ask like that. When was your last date when you were having mens? No, they used to say like that. They used to mention those terms. So this is the reason. Did you understand, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the reason. Like, okay, the egg is not fertilized. It's not it because they are not performing any sexual intercourse. It's not it. So that's why the egg is not fertilized. So that's why the woman or a female, they will have this menstrual phase again. That is the mens. Okay. And what happens here? I've already said now this one. Here you read it. Because pregnancy hasn't taken place. Because pregnancy didn't take place. So that's why it's happening like that. And what happens here? Levels of hormones, estrogen and progesterone drop. Means what happens here? In this menstrual phase, what happens? The pregnancy level, no? That is like the hormones and the progesterone also, they drop. Means what to say? They drop it. ठीक है? समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in this
yes,
phase,
ma'am.
okay. And in this phase, what will happen? This is in the menstrual phase. there is a wait, let me show you here. During this phase, now what will happen? There is release of combination of blood, means what to say, from the woman's this one, no? Yeah, from the woman's uterus, what will come? Like mucus. This is the uterus. Remember. So from the uterus, what will come? Blood, mucus. Understand? Blood will come out. Some mucus will also come out. Mucus means what? I said a slimy, slippery substance. It is known as mucus. And tissue from your uterus, means from the uterus. Some tissues will also come out. So these three things it will release out. ठीक है? समझ में आया? Blood.
Yes,
First
ma'am.
is blood,
Yes.
mucus, then tissue. It will come out from the uterus. ठीक है? समझ में आया? In the menstrual phase, it is like 1 to 5 days approx. It depends upon the person also. Some people 7 days, 1 to 7 days. Some people 1 to 10 days. So this is the thing. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell me, in the menstrual phase, what are the things that get released from the uterus? I've said just now, Misha. What are the things that will get released? Huh? Yes, can you answer me? Hello, am I audible?
Ma'am.
Can you tell me? Taking too much time. Anyone knows the answer?
Ma'am, mucus tissue and blood, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Blood, mucus.
Okay, blood, mucus, and tissue. Okay, very good. Okay, why this menstrual cycle occurs? Why? The woman will be prepared for what? Why? Anybody knows the answer?
Ma'am, blood, mucus, and tissue.
No. What I'm asking is that, like, why the woman or the female, they get this mens or else the menstrual cycle? Why? They used to be prepared for what? There must be some particular reason behind this, not it? So,
Because
You started to produce egg.
to produce the egg, okay? Somewhat correct, okay. Carly, you were saying something, what?
because the egg isn't fertilized.
No, means I'm asking that why. I'm not saying that why it is occurring again. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, the woman, obviously they will be prepared for something, for some purpose, not it?
Pregnancy, ma'am.
Yes, pregnancy. Yes, I meant to say that. Okay, fertilization of egg is also correct, but mostly pregnant. For them, like, to get pregnant, not it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I hope you all understood till here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So or else you want me to discuss about the symptoms also?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Huh?
Noxan ma'am is waiting for our class.
Oh, but I'm having your class now till 4.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then it's okay. No problem. Okay. No problem. I will end here. That's all for today's class.